We live in an era of constant exploration of the universe. Many of the facts we believe in are actually wrong. In this video I'm going to talk about false facts of space which you know. The pole star is the brightest in the sky. There's a star almost directly over the North Pole. It is known prosaically as the pole star. Its more sophisticated friends call it Polaris. This position, right over the axis of the Earth's rotation, is a very handy place for a star to be. If you can locate Polaris in the night sky, you instantly know which way is north. This exalted position has led to the myth that Polaris is the brightest star in the night sky. It is moderately bright, but could never pretend to be the fulgent kingpin. Of all the stars visible from our planet, it barely scrapes into the top 50. Oh, and it's not one star but three, though this can't be discerned with the naked eye. Furthermore, its privileged position is only temporary. Over millennia, the Earth's axis of rotation slowly shifts in a process known as precession. This means that the area of sky directly above the North Pole changes with time. Asteroid belts are a threat. You'd think a spacecraft would be doomed if it had to speed through an asteroid belt. In fact, it's a common plot twist in many space movies. But the fact is, you could probably survive it. The nearest asteroid belt is between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, and the distance between those is about 965,000 kilometers. Definitely easy to squeeze through. If pushed together, the asteroids that make it up would be smaller than the size of the Earth's moon, just a little dust up. Jupiter orbits the Sun. Here's a stunner. Jupiter doesn't orbit around the Sun. At least not if you go by the true definition of orbit. This is how National Geographic explains it. When smaller objects orbit bigger objects, the smaller object doesn't travel around the larger in a perfect circle. Both objects orbit a meshed center of gravity. In a way, they meet in the middle. This isn't the case with Jupiter. Instead, the center of gravity between the Sun and Jupiter is just above the Sun's surface, not inside of it. So, Jupiter technically orbits around a space just above the Sun. Saturn is the only ringed planet. Saturn is often given the romantic name of the ringed planet. It is unique in its spectacle, but not in its status. We now know that half the planets in our solar system have rings, for Jupiter, Uranus and Neptune are also engirdled by matter. These bonus hoops were first spotted by the Voyager probes, which visited in the 1970s and 1980s. Jupiter has 4 rings, Uranus has 13, while Neptune hosts 5. The Sun is yellow. Reality, white is the true color of the Sun. In fact, the Sun emits a lot of energy in the visible range. It is from 390 nanometers to 700 nanometers in the wavelength scale, and you get all colors from violet to red when you translate it to colors. Just as we see them in the rainbow. When you mix all those colors together, you get white. When we see the Sun at sunrise or sunset, when it is low in the sky, it may appear yellow, orange, or red. But that is only because its short wavelength colors, green, blue, violet, are scattered out by the Earth's atmosphere. Usually, we see the Sun as yellow, because the shortest wavelengths, that we see as different shades of blue, are being scattered by the Earth's atmosphere. That's also the reason that why the sky is blue. I hope you enjoyed this video and these facts were unexpected for you. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Leave your feedback in the comments, all of them are important for me. See you soon.